The objective of this tutorial is to learn about the formatted function. There are two types of formatted function. First one is printf, another one is scanf. Then we are going to write a first program, that is write a program to print Padma Academy. It is very basic. Then the third objective of this tutorial is to write a program to add two numbers which we are going to take from the user and add them. Displaying output on monitor, that is printf. This function is used to display output on screen, that is it moves the data from computer memory to output devices. Output devices in the sense that is your computer screen. Okay, now the format of the function is printf. Have to write printf. In brackets you have to write format string. In format string you can write general characters which you want to display on your screen. Then you may also write the conversional specifier over here. In argument you can write array name, variable name or expression. For example, this is one of the example. Int total is equal to 345, float average is equal to 69.2, character, this is char, grade is equal to b. Then I want to print all this value of the integer on my computer screen. Then you have to use the function that is printf. In double quotation mark you have to put general characters which you want to display on the screen, that is total marks is equal to %d. In the previous tutorial we have already discussed about the conversional specifier, so no need of discussing over here. So this is %d over here, /n, this is escape sequence character, average is equal to float, that is %f, /n, grade is equal to %c, that is character. Now what is the execution of this code? The execution of this code is from left hand side to the right hand side. It will first print the total marks is equal to, then it will find out the %d, then it will jump towards the first argument, that is total, and print the value of the total over here. Okay, then it will move further and find out the /n, then it will move their cursor to the next line, then print average is equal to %f, then it will find out the second argument, that is avg, then it will print the value of avg over here in front of average. Then it will find out /n, then it will move the cursor towards the new line, print the grade is equal to, then again the %c, that is character, it will move towards the third argument and print the value of the third argument in the front of grade is equal to. So now according to you, try to write the output of this code. Proper output is output total marks is equal to value of this integer, that is nothing but 345. The next line average is equal to, it will find out the %f and it will move towards the second argument, that is avg, and print the value of avg in front of average, that is 69.2. Then move on the next line, then print grade is equal to %c, that is the value of, that is b. This is the required output for it. So we will move on further. Next is read data from the keyboard, that is scanf. If you want to give an input, in your program, you have to use the function that is scanf. This function is used to read the data from the keyboard and to store it in computer memory. Format of this function is scanf format string argument ampersand argument 1 ampersand argument 2. Now here it is very necessary to give ampersand symbol sign over here. In the format string there are only conversion specifier. Then we will see the example of it. For example, int total float average char grade. If you want to take the input from the user and store it in the total average avg grade, you need to define this data types and the variable first. Then you have to write the scanf %d, %f, %c for integer, float and character. Then it scanf also execute from left hand side towards the right hand side. First it will read %d, then it will move towards the total and store the value of the integer which you have given the first in total. Then it will move further towards the float, then store the value of float in average, that is avg. Then it will move further towards the character, then it will store the value of the character in grade. So this is all about formatted function. Now moving further towards our second objective, that is write the program to print Padma Academy, which is very basic program, and we are going to do that program in Ubuntu operating system. You may do that program in the Turbo C, Turbo CPP. So in the Ubuntu, we are going to write that code in terminal. So open the terminal in your Ubuntu. Then you have to write pico for creating new file. Then you have to give the file name. I am giving here Padma, and extension of that file, that is .c. Enter. Now you will find out the screen like this. Then hash include stdio.h, which is the header file. We have to include the header file name stdio.h in our program first to use the format function. That is, in this program we are going to just use the one format function, that is printf function. So then you have to write void main. This is the main part of your program. Then you have to use printf. Then the format of it is printf. In double quotation mark you have to write the general characters. First I have written the /n, that is I want the Padma Academy at the new line. So write Padma Academy, then again /n. This is not necessary that you have to give this /n. It is optional. Then you have to end your code with the semicolon. Then main function is close. Then you have to compile this program in Ubuntu. You have to then press Ctrl X, Y, enter, and you have to write gcc space file name, that is padma.c. Check, there is no error in our program. If you want to run this program, you have to write /a.out and just press enter. The result is Padma Academy. So the next objective is to add the two numbers, and two numbers which we are going to take from the user. That means here we are going to use both the formatted function, that is printf and the scanf. So let's write the program for it. First you have to open the new file, that is pico. I want to give add for this file name .c. Again you have to include header file in your program. Then in main function you have to write main function, that is void main. Then in main function you have to first declare the integer int. Then how many integer you need in this program? Two integers for two number which we want to add, and one integer to store that the value of two numbers, like a comma b comma c. These are three integers which we are going to take in our program. Then we are going to write the printf. In printf we are going to write enter two numbers. Then we want that two number to store into a and b. Then we have to use the function, that is scanf. Double quotation mark. You have to store the integer value, so you have to take %d. You have to store it into a, therefore ampersand a comma ampersand b, and after the code you have to semicolon, so that the compiler will understand that your code has been ended at this point. Then you have to move on further and write your logic, that is c is equal to a plus b. Then what we have to do now, print f /n addition is, you can put anything inside this double quotation mark. Addition is equal to %d. Then where it is stored, it is stored in c. You have to give the argument for c, semicolon, then complete the main body. Again Control X, Y, enter, gcc add add.c. There is again no error in our program. Then we want to run it, ./a.out, enter two number. I want 23 and 27. Then it will show us the addition is 50. So this is all about the addition of the two number. So there is some activity for you guys. Try to do the same program for subtraction, multiplication, division and modulus.